Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently getting a plague right in the middle of our territory here, which is not necessarily ideal, right? We'll keep an eye on that. We also know we have a bit of an issue militarily with the fact that if we raise our military, we can't afford it. That is a bit of a problem, no doubt about that, but that is mostly due to our technology level, to be honest. We'll work on that, and Warodugu is currently losing development right now. Okay, that is losing development very rapidly. 8.1 due to vulnerable to plague and Warodugu East and Boo. Okay, so perhaps our answer lies in the ancient histories. We're going to gain divine guidance, and that gets us control growth. Yeah, I guess that's okay. The main problem, of course, is we just need to get rid of this disease, right? It is actually going away, though. It is currently shrinking. So that looks very, very good. These won't save a soul. Okay, so if that's going away, then we're very happy about that. Very, very, very happy about that. So finances are an issue for sure. We just finished up crop fields. We could gain reusing metals, and this battle axe would get destroyed. Okay, sure. That seems fine. Now, we just finished up a crop field that is out over this way. We did not have all of these maxed out at this point. So I do think everything else here is reasonably okay, but I want to swap this over to maybe hospices, maybe cattle pastures. We'll go with hospices. I think the disease resistance is pretty good. So we'll get going on that. That looks good. We're working on control growth out over here as well. So this is maxed, this is maxed, this is maxed. This is not, this is maxed, and this is not. Okay, so it's just these two locations then. Absolutely fine. We can definitely work on that. The plague is now basically gone. It's now completely gone over here. Perfect. So we can start trying to recover our development again. Our development over here is currently 20. It is going up by 0.2, which is remarkable. I like it. Speaking of which, let's take a quick look at the development of the area. So we can definitely see that we're not developed as much as, say, Rome is. That's development of 50, 57. Constantinople is 41. Mecca over here is 44. We've got 38 down over this way. So these guys have very high development compared to us, right? No doubt about that. And that is part of our issue, but we're definitely making progress on our development down here. A lot of that is simply due to technology, though. We are currently on public works here. So we reach the maximum existing development penalty at 20 development. We're going to want to get communal government, which will move that up to 35. That'll be helpful. Manorialism will be done in 3 years here. That will get us a lot of additional structures that we can build. Yes, I'm going to take 100 gold here. And that will be absolutely great. The question is, do we want... our regent furthered the mandate and got more powerful. Our regent is a jerk. And unfortunately, there's just not much we can do about her. We could try to kill her, but to be honest, she's 52. She's in poor health. She's got stress level 2, and she's flagellant. So we'll keep an eye on that situation. I suspect she's not going to last for too much longer. And once it is a different regent, then that'll be great. So no problem whatsoever there. In terms of these constructions, they're going to take a while. So nothing too major to be done over there for the moment. Of course, we're going to grant those out eventually. Our sway scheme ended because our Hogan died. Okay. So we have a new Hogan here. He is not fully endorsing us. We need to do something about that. So we're going to sway him. And we'll get going on that one. We also got a stewardship perk. That's very good. We'll grab fearful troops, dropping our men-at-arms maintenance per dread. I don't know that we have all that much dread right now. We're compassionate, and that makes it difficult to get dread. But it's fine. Demand artifact. No, get out of here. What a jerk. So that's not going to happen. I can tell you that right now. So we're going to be getting manorialism in 3 years. Manorialism, yes, show in her and her 50 gold. I like it. The manorialism tech is going to allow us to upgrade our cities and our shrines to level 2. And I believe... yes, it'll allow us to upgrade these buildings to level 4 for manorialism. So that is absolutely great. For all of these upgrades, we're going to need a level 2 structure. so we're going to need the Temple Grounds upgrade here. That's fine. That's going to be very expensive, though. So we're saving up our money for that right now. We can get a Dynasty Legacy here, and we could continue to go down the legitimacy tree. A 5th level education trait to make more common within our dynasty, huh? Less likely to join disillusion and claimant factions. Espouse legitimacy intent, allowing you to build legitimacy during some activities such as a funeral, feast, and grand wedding. Fascinating. Let's get going on that. That would actually be pretty good. An ability to build legitimacy without creating titles would be very nice. No doubt about that. I would like that a lot. We can demand a payment from our kinsman, but it's only 1 gold. I'm not sure that that's worth doing. So we'll not do that for the moment. And this is looking absolutely fine. We'll have manorialism quite soon here, as long as we don't pause too much. So that'll be fine. 3 years away on that. Battlements are 26 years away. And those are currently being fascinated, right? So that is quite a long ways away. Beyond that, we'd like to get bailiffs. We'd like to get coinage. We'd like to get communal government. Those would all be very useful for us in getting our economy under control. Very, very useful indeed on that front. Apparently we became a hunter. Okay, that's absolutely fine. No problem there. And we're just banking up all of this cash right now. We're going to not have enough. I can tell you that right now. There's never enough cash for this sort of an upgrade. So we can't extort subjects until 1079. That's around... Okay, we were murdered. Well, that's very rude. Okay. We died under mysterious circumstances at 31 years of age. So... level 14? No, we are not level 14. We're 14 years old. And this is our same regent. She's not as angry at us. I'm going to start immediately working on swaying her. We have a new Hogan, of course, and that's this guy. We're going to need a Chancellor. That is going to be you. We're going to need a Steward. That is going to be you, but you're the same guy. Okay, so in that case, we'll go for this guy for the Chancellor. We're going to need a Marshal. That is going to be... I'm looking for powerful vassals here. It's going to have to be this guy. And we're going to go for Spy Master. So that is going to be you. He is very angry. Opinion of predecessor minus 50. Okay, yeah, that's not going to be great. So we are currently on a... What's our education focus? These are the memories. We're a Marshal? Let's swap that right on over. Thank you very much. We're going to remove our current Guardian, and we're going to educate with someone who is high stewardship. Our mother would be okay, but we're going to go with our aunt/regent. She is Midas touched. So that'll be fine. She'll also gain opinion of us, which would be really, really nice. And she's currently self-interested, but that will likely change as her opinion of us goes up. So court grandeur is above expected level. We, of course, need to deal with this domain limit issue. So we have an additional title, and we're going to have to get Mali and Kanem Bornu back under control here. That shouldn't be a significant issue. This was granted out. Okay, so this needs to be granted right now. So we'll grant that away. We don't want to hold that ourselves anymore. That puts us at 13 out of 9. So we don't want to hold this. We'll grant that out. That puts us at 12 out of 9. And this can get granted out as well, putting us at 11. 11 out of 9 is not exactly where we want to be, but it's better for sure. So let's tick forward a moment here. One day we will be like you. Okay. So we're pretty negative financially at this point, and we need to get this taken care of, right? Unfortunate, but we need to get this succession handled. So we need to press our claim on Mali here. So we're going to declare this war. We're going to immediately raise up our forces here. We're going to raise all. We're going to raise our men-at-arms. Okay, so our men-at-arms are here. Do we need more than this? Probably not. I'm going to head in just like this. Now, we have this dangerous faction. This is Nubian Coptic populists. This guy is actually pretty powerful. We may want to do something about that. He is... Do we have a sister here? We do have a half-sister. He would not accept this due to his faith differing from ours. We could request his conversion. He has an 84% chance of that. That would actually solve the problem as is. Beautiful. So no issue there. That Liberty faction is not currently a problem. We're going to have some factionalism, for sure. I want to come in and eliminate these guys, but they're walking away from us, and I don't want to take the attrition right now. So our Hogan would gain opinion of us, and we gain prestige here. Done. So our Hogan endorsing us more would be great, but he is currently endorsing us as much as he can. We're hoping that we just capture our brother here in this siege. That would be ideal. Who is this? Our aunt and vassal. Yes, we absolutely accept an alliance there. Cool. So that seems fine. These guys are actually fighting out over here. Remarkable. Our regent swung the scales of power against us. Let's see what happens with this siege. We've got 50 days left on it. 40 days left. They're sieging out over here. Noted. 20 days left. Who's leading this? This guy. Okay. No siege trait there. That's fine. Our court grandeur level decreased, and unfortunately, we captured his mother, but we did not capture him himself. So that means we're at 22%. I'm going to raise a couple of additional forces, and we're going to split off onagers as well as these levy troops. They're going to head off. I'm actually not going to raise anything else. They're going to head off and siege out over here. I'm going to give them a siege leader. So this guy. Let's not raise additional forces at this time. And we're going to walk down this direction. Beautiful. So down we go. I was hoping to get the quick siege on his capital and end the war that way, but sadly we didn't capture him. But we're going to walk down here and take out these guys. Our sister was killed by a bucking horse at the age of 10. Okay. That's awkward. We're greedy and trusting. Greedy is good. Greedy is definitely good here. So we're going to fight these guys. We're going to be the defender here. We're going to be defending in hills. We've got the defensive buildings. This is a stack wipe. Beautiful. So that's perfect. That puts us at 72% war score just off the bat. Each of these is getting us like 12-ish%. I'm going to split these guys once we arrive here. 16 months on that siege. Yeah, it's going to be a slow siege. We're going to send them up over here. Looks good. Okay, so we are still 2 above our domain limit, which is, of course, not necessarily ideal. We're going to finish up this siege right about now, and we're going to head on over into Kanyan. Looks good. Are they going to fight us? No, they're walking this way. Okay, that's fine. I'm not too concerned about that. Does this guy have other wars right now? Fezian Conquest? Okay. Yeah, we'll have to deal with that, but that's fine. We're making okay progress here. 9 months, 8 months, and 6 months. So that should be reasonably fine. There is an independence faction here. This guy is the primary issue. Fair enough. So, what can we do about him? Well, he's the correct religion, and this is actually the guy who was previously attempting to be in the Nubian Coptic populace. I'm just going to set up an alliance with him. No problem. There we go. We've also got this Liberty faction down here, which is barely an issue, but it is an issue. I'm wondering right now, we would have to demand conversion. He has a 66% chance of acceptance. Let's see what happens. He converted. Perfect. Does he have anyone that we can marry here? The answer is no, unless we marry someone directly to him. So, to that end, we do have half-sisters, and this could definitely work. Honestly, he's probably going to be dead before she comes of age, so this probably isn't an issue. Fantastic. So there's an alliance formed there. No problem whatsoever. Perfect. Let's wrap up these sieges. We've currently got 7 months here, 5 months here, and 50 days here. That looks absolutely excellent. I really wish we hadn't died when we did, but at least we had enough gold to do these wars. Our regent also gave us some gold there, which is good. She's been pretty good about that. She's just, you know, also a jerk, but she kind of likes this kid, so that's good. Short reign minus 17, but that's not a problem. That'll go away. We're only at 88. That only got us 4% over here. Rude. Well, we'll complete these fairly soon. And I want to see what's going on in Canaan Bornu here. Ooh. Houseland is independent. That's noted. Over in Canaan Bornu, we see that there is a claim on the on the Empire of Kanem Bornu. There's also... that would not be good if that succeeded. Okay. Wait, Igalin? No, Igbo Benyu. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to deal with that. Sure. So we're going to finish this up, and we're going to head right on over there immediately, as soon as this is done. Hang on. Our brother was just taken prisoner. Okay. Other war. Sounds good. We came of age. We're a thrifty clerk, which is not necessarily ideal, but it'll do. We're going to need someone who's... Ooh, wow. She's actually a really good steward. She's also an albino, but that's okay. So this is absolutely fine. Yes, do it. So we're no longer rowdy, and we're going to wrap up this war very, very soon. We can grab stewardship, wealth focus. Absolutely. We need to handle that. We're now the culture head, and yep, this looks good. So from here, what we want to do is we want to make sure that our spouse is on managed domain, bringing us to 11 of 11. Perfect. Next, we're going to wrap up this war. It will be over very shortly. It's now done. So we'll enforce those demands. That gains us some legitimacy. Our legitimacy is a little on the low side, but that seems relatively okay. Now, we are in another war here, which is all the way up there. It's the Jamana up here. It would just be this province. I'm okay with it. We're going to surrender to this. That war will be lost. So we're going to get that back. We can go after Maghreb as a whole later, and that's exactly what we're going to do. But what we need to do right now is we need to get Kanem Bornu under our control. So we need to declare this immediately. We need to declare this war. We need to raise up some men-at-arms here. We need to raise some levy troops as well. Okay, now did that other war go away? It did. We subsumed that war. I like it. That is absolutely fantastic. We're going to need to get Houseland back under our control as well as Igala, but... And there are a couple of other little places over here that we'll need to get back under our control too. This is a pretty messy succession. I'm not going to lie. Okay, this is more than enough forces here. We do not need more than this. We're going to split off these onagers and about 4,500 troops. We're going to give them a siege leader, and they're going to go start sieging here. Then these guys, we're going to split off another section of levy troops here, around there or so. And they are going to get another siege leader, if we have one. There we go. They're going to go here. And our main forces are going to head up over this way. I'm not sure where the enemy army is, if they even have an army. Oh, it's over here. Okay. Noted. So that's absolutely fine. We're going to start getting going on those sieges. This is going to be a fair number of attrition casualties here. That's understood. Summon the physician. A soft approach is best. Okay. Early prevention success. Sounds good. So we're going to make our way up here, and they're fighting up over here. I don't think we'll be able to catch them. No, not you. Stay where you are. Perfect. So we're going to try to catch them up over here. Something just changed here. These guys became independent. Okay. This guy's being very awkward. We're going to have to come down over here then. Very awkward indeed. So we're going to chase these guys down if we can. I'm not sure we're going to catch them there, but we'll see what we get done. We really do want to sway our Hogan. That would be ideal. Yeah, this is not going all that well. Okay. So these guys are going to head directly to the capital up over here now. Okay. Looks like we are actually going to catch these guys. That looks good. They're going to allow us to catch them. They shouldn't, but they're going to. Cool. So there's definitely a big mess down over here. We need to get this cleaned up as quickly as we can. I think we stack wiped this, so that's perfect. We're going to walk down over this way. Yeah, we definitely stack wiped them. So that looks good. We're going to start sieging their capital, and that'll get us the Empire of Kanem Bornu. That's the important thing. We'll have the Empire titles out over here, and that means we'll be able to de jure claim all of this. That's the most important thing. Now, this is our claim here. This is a populist uprising. This is the Hausalindi conquest of the Jamana of Katagum. Okay, so these guys are trying to get in here as well. Noted. Whoa, what's going on up here? That's interesting. So we just became enemies with the populist uprising, apparently. Okay, we're going to need to walk over there. We're losing this battle right now, so I'm going to retreat here as soon as we can. There we go. We're going to retreat up over there. Sure. We're just going to fight these guys with our powerful force. I didn't realize these were even here. And we are going to, if you say so, carry on. We're going to attack over here. A secret has been exposed. Yep. We just discovered manorialism. So that is, of course, going to be very expensive. We're not really in a position to do anything about that due to that death. That said, our regent just furthered the mandate, which is good. We're going to maintain this siege until these guys get turned around. We'll see if they get there in time. This is a lot of plague out over here. No doubt about that. Things are going awkwardly right now. So these are going to get turned around as soon as they can, but we'll see if they make it back in time. It's going to take them 4 months to make it back over here. Sure. Okay. And our regent is our rival now because she was trying to embezzle. That's really not great. That means, of course, that we can't end this entrenched regency. Well, even more than previously, she's going to die before we are, in theory, assuming we don't get murdered or just randomly fall off of a horse. Okay, so we finish our siege of Garua. That is reasonably fine for now. We're going to walk up over here. This siege is going to be done in just 50 days. So that all looks okay. This should end this war. 93? Didn't quite end it. Okay. That is unfortunate. It didn't quite end it. So these guys are going to make their way back. They're going to make their way down to here. Eventually, they will get there. Eventually. So we can see we're at a pretty negative number financially, but we absolutely need to make our way through this war, right? That is incredibly, incredibly important. These guys will arrive here in 4 months. Sure, I do see this force down over here, but it's not very relevant. Okay, let's walk down and deal with it. I don't want it to cause us any trouble. So we're just going to head in here, stack wipe this. It's not going to get us any war score, sadly. But I guess we can start up a siege there. Why not? That seems fine. So we're just going to arrive over here soon enough. Yes, let's save some gold for now. We're going to need that gold. There's a lot of conquest to be done to get this all put back together over here. No doubt about it. There's even some... Oh, this is actually just... This just was dealt with. Okay, beautiful. That seems good. We're going to get this back under our control, right? And you would currently almost accept... Actually, she would accept if we went to low feudal obligations. Do it. So that sounds good. She's now our vassal. And we're going to wrap up these sieges over here eventually. Now that these guys have arrived, there's 6 months here, 9 months here, 4 months here. Any one of these finishing will end the war. So that sounds good. That will get us all of our empire titles back. But this empire is falling apart. We just need the title, though, and we'll be able to potentially vassalize a number of these, but more likely we'll want to conquer them. We'll see how that goes. They're not going to be very difficult to conquer, in theory, but we need to get the title first. That is by far the highest priority here. Okay, this war is over. We're going to enforce those demands, and that puts us into this war against Hausaland. Now, I'm wondering what the actual status of this war is. Okay. Let's move these guys together, and we're going to need to deal with this. So, in the meantime, can we offer you vassalage? Yes, with low feudal obligations. Do it. What about you? He's currently at war, so that's not an option. What about you? No? No. Okay. And Canum? No, he's at war right now. So we'll get this all dealt with. For the moment, I want to get these guys moved together, and then we're going to head out and attack Hausaland. A secret has been exposed, indeed. We're going to group these together, and let's head this way. Now, ticking war score is on our side, and I do want to fight their armies. Where is their leader located? He is in this army. Let's head up this way for now. We're losing a fair amount of money, but we need to get this dealt with. All of this, of course, is our de jure territory now. So we'll be able to clean that up nice and easily. Let's grab golden obligations here. They're fighting over this way. We have a daughter, and that is absolutely fine. Let's siege the barony of Kano. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to finish getting all of this consolidated together. And hopefully this guy will be a little bit more popular than the last guy. He already is doing better, I think. For one thing, he's not compassionate, and that will help us a lot. So that is absolutely great. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Atala, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.